okay, I'm sorry, I have to speak on this now because this is actually getting me to the point of extreme agitation. Of all the sportscasters on TV, on the radio, whatever you call them, of all the sports commentators, one of the commentators I respect the most, one of the reporters I respect the most is, of course, Mike Lupica. Now, I'm listening to this radio show about a topic that I've touched on this topic before on my blog, but I've been trying to avoid this topic as of late because I really don't see it going anywhere, and I really don't even want to think about it anymore. When it comes to the matter of people like Tom Brady and people like Floyd Mayweather, I no longer want any parts of it. I think I talked myself hoarse over those issues over the last few months, and I've pretty much tired out. Now, the Mayweather situation, I've already expounded on that, the corruption behind that, and the fact that the fans and media are completely stupid. I've already touched on that already. But with the Tom Brady situation, now new evidence has been found. I noticed that on the radio show, they're not touching on that aspect. New evidence has been found that he destroyed his phone. He didn't just obstruct justice, which is already a crime if you're the right person. He didn't just obstruct justice and refuse to release those records, him and his agent, to investigators. He now also destroyed that phone completely, which further implicates him, on top of his pathetic excuse that he offered up. And all I'm hearing, with all of this evidence that's mounting up, is how wrong everyone's being to Tom Brady and how Roger Goodell's the one that needs to be punished. He's not the one that needs to be punished. No one said he's a perfect commissioner, but I'm telling you right now, he is not wrong in pursuing this. The public needs to let go of their little man crush, their little gay man crush that they have on Tom Brady. And that's really what's behind it all. A lot of the people that are still exonerating him and some of the people that are kind of hanging on the fence like, well, I know that he's not totally squeaky clean and something's not right here, but at the same time, I'm tired of seeing this being done. This is totally being blown out of proportion. That's your man crush speaking. Because if you have any sense in your head, you know that the guy did the crime. And if you do a crime, you have to be punished. Why is everyone fighting against this 4-game suspension? That's beyond me. And the fact of the matter is, we like to sit here and dice them and call it apples and oranges. No, look. Cheating is cheating. To the average layman, to the idiot who doesn't know the quarterback position. Inflating, deflating balls. Oh, it's all the same. It doesn't matter. No. The same way Lance Armstrong cheated is the same way that Floyd Mayweather has cheated. People just don't know it yet because he's doing it a different way. In different ways. The same way Lance Armstrong cheated is the same way that Tom Brady has cheated. And what you come to find as a trend throughout the years, you see people like A-Rod getting caught, obviously, is that those who stand head and shoulders above the rest, 99.9% of the time, they come out to have been doing it the wrong way. That's just the way it is. Especially in this generation. There is no longer greatness that's untainted. Even Pacquiao, great, head and shoulders above the rest, but unfortunately, he's linked to steroid use through Alex Ariza. There's no getting around that. To the average layman, deflating and inflating balls doesn't matter, but you know something? It matters to Tom Brady. And the fact that he did it for possibly 7 years, and the statistical numbers that back up the success of it shows you that he was doing it for a freaking reason.
Now for a break.
He did it for a reason. He did it to win. They did it in an AFC championship game. Do you think that was done whimsically just to sort of see if they could try something out? Nobody methodically goes into a bathroom and deflates footballs for years and in championship games just whimsically, not knowing if it's going to help or not. You're doing that because you know you're getting an edge that you need. And then you see the performance output and you see the success that this guy had for nearly a decade. And nothing speaks to you? Nothing lets you know that obviously, now that we know he was cheating, here's what it was for? No one's coming to that conclusion. Why? Because of this stupid crush that they all have on Tom Brady. There's nothing wrong with the 4-game suspension. He deserves it. And I'm shocked that people aren't saying that's light. Because it is light. Because really, he should have an asterisk on his freaking career. The dude has been cheating for like 7-8 years now. He's been cheating. Not only have they been cheating with the footballs, they've been doing Spygate for who knows how long, stealing other teams' plays. Do you see where the Patriots stood? Do you see the dynasty that they were for so many years? That is why. Why is it every time a scandal is uncovered with the Patriots, we brush it under the rug like, oh, they're blowing it out of proportion? How's it blown out of proportion when it's leading to success? It's led to dynasties. How's it out of proportion? Because it all comes back to this man crush that everybody has on Tom Brady. Get over it. The guy's dirty. He's filthy. If it was anybody else that did that, he'd be a tainted piece of trash. And I said it from day one. I say, you know what? Tom Brady is nothing but Tony Romo in a good system. And I said that before I knew what was going on. But I just looked at it and I just said, you know, it's odd. Because look, they had Matt Castle come in and take the team and go 11-5. And if you did not see, because he looked like Tom Brady with his helmet on, if you did not know from just a glance, you would have thought Tom Brady was on the field when Matt Castle was playing, because it was that identical. And I say, you know, it's the system that they run. They run a perfect system. But everyone continued to praise and bow down to Brady. Then they have the Spygate scandal. And scandal after scandal after scandal. Now they find that ever since this rule change has come about, when it came to the whole football situation, that they've been deflating balls for a while. For a while they've been probably doing it. The numbers speak volumes, man. But you're just going to clear him because he's America's child or something? Like, get out of here. And the same thing translates to Mayweather. Mayweather is a dirty dude. But once again, with Lance Armstrong, he fooled people being straight up dirty for years. Then he was eventually caught. He was outed. But he fooled people. But now you have people doing it in a different way, and it's like, oh, we don't see anything, because it's not the same. Because unless somebody's standing in front of a camera and jamming themselves in the butt with a needle, you can't see any cheating going on. Mayweather fights only in Vegas.
Now for a break.
and jamming themselves in the butt with a needle, you can't see any cheating going on. Mayweather fights only in Vegas for a reason. He calls Vegas the home of boxing. Vegas is only the home of boxing because of him. But the public is completely confused and completely fooled on that. They actually believe, oh no, Vegas is where it's at. No, Madison Square Garden, and even in Texas and overseas, the Staples Center, those were boxing homes. Vegas was a place for boxing attractions, but it was by no means the only mecca to box at. It did not become that way until this Floyd Mayweather era. And now you see a lot of people, including UFC, that all want to fight there because gambling is legal there. The odds makers are all there. All the betting takes place there. It's all filth. That's why they'd rather be there, because that's where you have everything being fixed up. He only fights in Vegas. Now it comes out that he's been paying a judge for years. And now the money stopped coming into that judge's account. So that judge came forward and they say, you know what? This dude's been playing us. But now everyone just looks the other way. No, he's clean. Then the panel reviews the fight and they show that the guy wasn't even landing like we thought in that fight. Like some thought in that fight. But he was given the decision, a wide one at that. And no one stops to think, why do you think the negotiations took so long? Why do you think that Mayweather was fighting adamantly that he didn't want Jim Lampley to be a commentator on his fight? Why do you think little nuances like that were part of the discussions on the table? Come on, you think a dumb little jigaboo from Michigan is going to think about all that for no reason? All of that plays a role. The commentary, everybody had to be on board to sell the illusion, to once again keep his dominance flowing and keep Vegas churning. He generates money for them, they generate wins for him. The circle feeds upon itself. And he's fooled people. On top of the fact that he's linked to steroid pushers. But he's clean though, because he's not doing it like Lance. He's clean. And once again, years and years down the line, people will look back and they'll realize how dirty those two are, Brady and Mayweather. And they'll say, oh, wow, we can't believe it. Then the shock will kick in. When I've been saying this for years.